Hi, today I want to talk about how to change a Fluidmaster on a toilet. Um, Toilets are relatively simple. There's not much reason to have to call a plumber to fix things. There's only a couple parts on most toilets, and they're fairly standard. The Fluidmaster itself is, this was maybe $6. It's a really inexpensive part. There's basically two parts that can go bad in a toilet. One would be the Fluidmaster float valve, and the other would be a flapper. And a flapper is maybe another $4 or so for a flapper. Flappers are going to be the number one reason for a toilet to be running. You'll hear the water leaking down into the bowl, into the bottom of the toilet, and then you'll hear the water kick on, and the fill valve will refill the toilet back up, and then that cycle repeats over and over. And typically that's when your flapper is bad. On this toilet, the fill valve is going bad, and it doesn't shut off. It just continually runs, and there's a few things that could be wrong with it. I might be able to actually fix it without replacing any parts, but this thing is so inexpensive that I'm just going to replace it and just be done with the old one. There's no tools needed for this. This all can be done by hand. So the first thing to do is to turn off the water to the toilet. Next thing you want to do, pop your lid off. Now, flush it, get most of the water out of the toilet. And then here's the trick that most people miss. Most people will end up replacing the entire fill valve. So this entire assembly right here, when all you need to do is there's this ring right here. Slide that ring up. You can pull this part out. This is the part that connects to your water line underneath. And when I flush it, there's always going to be a little bit of water left down in the bottom of this. So if you go and try to remove this, you're going to end up with water on the floor. Not a big deal if you're ready for it. Just catch it, sop it up with a towel. But it's not really, as long as your existing valve is a Fluidmaster, there's no reason to go through that step and remove this part. So on your new Fluidmaster, you just pull it apart like I just showed you. You don't need this part anymore. Reach in the tank. Do the same thing to the old one. Grab your new one, and then when I slide it down, I'm gonna slide it back onto the bottom piece, and then this collar right here, just slide it right back down to the bottom of the valve here. And take note of where this was set before and get it back to that same location. And that's all there is to it. That the Fluidmaster fill valve has been replaced, and this toilet should be good to go. If you decide you don't want to buy a new one of these, typically all that's wrong with these valves is up here in the top is your operating mechanism to turn the water on and off. And you'll find if you disassemble this far enough down into where the valve is, you'll find some calcium or crud down inside there, and that's what's going to make this quit working. Like I said, this valve has been in here for now 12 years at this point. I got no problem tossing a new one in here and just going with a new one. So I hope this helps. No reason to call a plumber for this, and it's a nice, quick, easy repair. Thanks for watching. Please like this video and subscribe.